Our young ones are being carried away with these 4 letters, L-O-V-E. They are not being carried away. I love him. I love her. In fact, she's the one that understands me better. No matter what you tell her, look at it holistically. Look at what we're going into. We're not talking of this present time. But can this your love be sustained? Yes. That's where parents comes in. Yes, I love.
We can't deceive them.
But can this? Nobody will not listen to you. Let me. Yeah, I will do it. Let me take responsibility. It's not. It's easier said than done. So please watch where you're going to step into, because this also reduce this indifference we're talking about. Yes. But when you make the wrong choice, it becomes a big issue. I have said it over and over again. I can't stand here and tell you divorce. God himself hates divorce, and I hate divorce. But I said the only way I can advise any couple to separate is when it comes to battering, violence, domestic violence. I beg, many people don't die. I could say separate. Even in some of these social welfare, they will give that advice. Yes. Separate for 3 months, for 6 months. Let's see whether your hand will come back. Especially if the man is one that always want to hit. He won't say anything. And it's like that in the hit. And here we have not heard that you hit your fellow man outside. But when it comes to your wife, all your muscle will come out. You know, it's wrong. We also have some women too that don't do that to men. Now then they beat their husband. Their husband shame not gonna let them to. But thank God, few months ago, one man cried out in social media. And I say, he won't kill me, I won't die. I'm crying for help. You know, help me out. In social media. So that's not. And these things, because you didn't make the right choice from beginning, you are just being carried away with those 4 letters, L-O-V-E. Please help yourself so that we will see how we can curtail these indifferences. That's why we're here, to tell you the right thing to be done. Open your eyes when you're making your choice. And listen to your parents who have been in that, who even gave birth to you, and say, look, things you didn't see, we have seen it. It is important. Don't say, no, I'm matured enough to get. Of course you are matured enough. But when trouble also comes, you fall back to the same parents who have advised you earlier. You refuse. So be very careful. And I know that if you do that, God will help you. We'll take a break now. We'll come back. We'll enter question and answer. Vivid view.
Sing and do it.
We are so corrupt in this nation that we think that with corruption you can make it.
Start with what you have.
Exactly. Don't
go and borrow to start a laundry business. You have friends that wear clothes. Maybe the laundry fee in your area is 500. Collect 300. Bros, let me wash your clothes for you.
Join us every Sunday on Vivid View with Eunice.
Mr. Champion, do you support couples to have a joint account in marriage? If yes, give reasons why. Thank you.
My name is Zainab. My question is arranged marriage one of the indifferences in marriages?
My name is Moses. How can you evaluate maturity in a relationship or marriage? Is it by dropping your opinion sometimes in the relationship, or by over time trying to make the person see reasons to accept your opinion? Thank you.
Welcome back. We are still dealing with indifferences among couples and a lot of questions from the audience. So please, our guest, your response to them.
The question about joint accounts, is it sustainable, and what is my view? For me, different things work for different people. When you say the couple should have joint accounts, it's not bad. When you say they should not have, if you think they shouldn't have, it's not also bad. We all have, we play our games differently. But the major thing is having that one purse, when you say joint accounts, one purse. And your money is his money is her money. Okay? We are one. We are married. We have one purse. Our money, we spend our money together. That is the most major thing that we should be looking at, because in this marriage is for a long time. you're going to be building together. As you're building your relationship, you're also building your finances. You bring these things together. Your children are coming. You should be able to sit down and communicate and say, okay, this is how much that is coming in. He is also saying this is how much, without bias. Because you're friends. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yes.
And then you table the things you need to do. Okay, I have this. I can handle this. You have this. Nobody wants to put pressure on one person. If you decide to put pressure on one person, then you're going to have issues.
Exactly.
The man is not meant to carry the whole thing or the whole world on his head because he has married you.
Because he's the head of the family.
Yes. You guys are supposed to be working as a team. So you shouldn't expect the man to do everything and then he submit his own funds to you. Like some women say, my own money is my money, my husband's money is our money. No, it's wrong. So you should be able to bring all you have to the table and discuss without, holding anything back. But that is what is expected. But that is sometimes not what is obtainable because the man might be hiding a part of, what is bringing in and tell you, okay, this is all that is coming in. Or she might be doing the same. So we're supposed to be sincere.
And they should avoid that. It's not right.
Yes, these are things that bring conflict. When you do something,
see your life like yourself. See your husband like yourself. And
yes,
then why will you be hiding
life is
things?
Spiritual. When you do something and you think you're hiding it, your spouse does not know. You're sowing the wrong seeds.
Exactly.
Life is deeper than what you see in the material world. So you're sowing certain seeds that will sprout later. So when sincerity is the first thing. Be sincere to your spouse.
And
be
trust.
open to your spouse. Yes. Both ways. And so, because do you have something up your sleeves? If you want to start hiding, I don't want him to know, I don't want her to know. It is the environment that causes these things. Because of certain pictures we've seen, certain stories we've heard, and certain kind of advice that comes from the external. Don't let your husband know everything you have. Don't let your wife know everything you have.
You continue to demand.
A woman,
if he knows, we're demanding and demanding.
A woman has told me, I've bought lands for my children. My husband doesn't know. And does she think she's doing the right thing? She thinks she's investing in the children.
But that is wrong.
But guess what? Why? Because she feels he does all sorts of things outside. So it is one action that gives birth to another action, But we are now talking about how is it supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be, transparency, 100%. So whether you're bringing your monies together and putting it in one account, or he knows what you're getting, you know what he's getting, and you people sit down and write out the things you need to do, it's fine.
So whichever that works for you as husband and wife, that is just okay for us. So don't listen to, some people fail that have joint account, they failed.
Yes.
Some of them also don't have joint account, they also failed.
Yes.
But let me just tell you, men, that you're only working for your wife and your children. And so if you begin to hide things for your wife, after all, you are working for her and your children. All the money you think you have. I work in the bank. Oh, sorry, I want to reveal banker's secret, but that's the truth of the matter. Many people die with huge amount of money in the bank. Their wife is not aware, their children are not aware. It becomes bank money.
Wow,
and is that not stupidity? So men think, if I tell my wife, she'll make a lot of demand. If your wife made demand, the money is still with you. No, I'm not going to spend this for this reason. This money is for men for this. And simple. She has to agree and understand. But you will not say, okay, is it because I told you how much I earn? If you start this character, I won't tell you again. She just maintain. Simple as that. Give her reason why you should not spend your money frivolously. Give her reasons. Then we need to save money for rainy days. Our children need to attend better school when they grow up. Yeah. So let us start making the savings now.
True.
She will be able to understand over time. But to say, if I tell her she will be spending so much, and then you'll be hiding it. You have bank accounts here and there, have businesses here and there, have houses here and there. None of them she's aware. Landed property you bought, she's not aware. When you die, everything goes. Eventually suffer your wife and your children when you have already labored for them. So please don't just look at this thing, only one perspective, and leave the other one. It's important to let your wife know how much you earn, so that if she won't even, if your salary is even small, she'll not be expecting so much. But if you don't tell her your salary is also small, she will think you're spending your money with outside cheese and all those stuff. But if she knows, it's not just telling her, let her see the pay slip. If she knows, as a woman that is supposed to be, women are supposed to be best managers. You'll be able to understand. and manage that resources. So please go on. Thank you.
Okay, the second question here is talking about arranged marriage. How does it lead to indifferences? First of all, the society we live in, we have reasons for this. If you're coming from a background, a religious background where it is supposed to be so, it is accepted, different parts of the world, they do that. I guess you would have had trainings coming from that environment. You've seen how the mothers have been doing it, sisters have been doing it, other women, other men have been doing it. So it's something that is already embedded in you. So you already are used to such things and you look forward to it. Some even look forward to it. And then they even show you who they arranged, the marriage with, who they're going to be giving you out to. So when it comes to indifferences, there are peculiar indifferences. I mean, you don't know this person before. You didn't date, you didn't court, you're not the person's friend, vice versa. Now, different things happen, different scenarios where two people don't know each other. They finally meet and they now fall in love inside the marriage. And then you also see the ones that can't stand each other. So it's a 50-50 thing. Or should I say 70-30, but...
Well, okay, I can also come in here. I don't even see why children nowadays are so much particular about arranged marriage. I don't know how before. The ones where now they fight and sit separate. The ones you choose to be Miss Best and Mr. Best, don't you see quarrel and divorce? And you start giving that in English, we're incompatible.
Yeah.
So you should not take, because it's ruining some youths nowadays. Hey, arranged marriage, I don't know how before. How can I buy? No. That was I asked. There must be reason. Apart from the background you come from, there must be reason. Okay, this family is doing their progress. Everything they put on is progressing. I would love you to marry from this family for progress. There are some family you marry actually, they don't give birth to. So barren. And your mother have find out somehow. Because you must know, she started by saying you must know the background you're coming from. And say, no, this background, this person you choose. Yes, I know you love him or how. But their family, they do well. I wouldn't want you to be a part of that family. It is wisdom and honor to listen to your parents, listen to your mother, listen to your father in that aspect. Where personally, I do not agree when it comes to this is the only reason I have as a mother, now because they get money, go marry them because they are rich. And I want to come out from the poverty, like what you watch in Nollywood. No, that is nonsense. Or you must marry her so that we can cement our relationship. We have been a family, we are relating. The father is my good friend.
Reasons, financial reasons. But when we are coming from the cultural, religious.
If there's also like that, that's okay. Well,
yes,
okay. But the point I'm trying to make is that you young ones should not always say arranged marriage as if it's a taboo. Many who also marry arranged marriage those days, they live 60 years with their husband, 70 years with their husband. It was not arranged.
The point is,
when you also pick two, wahala also there. So like she said, it's 50-50. Let it not just be a taboo, but there must be reasons. For me, if I'm a girl and you didn't give me better reason why I should really marry, I may not listen to you. I may tell you, Baba, no, not be now. Allow me to make my choice.
As a parent,
but if there are good reasons, yes.
As a parent, you can suggest.
Yes.
In today's world, with everybody's exposed, you might have eyes for someone for your child, and it's fine. But you can suggest or try to see how they will meet, or say, look, there's this person from this family.
See whether I go for now.
Have an open mind.
Yeah.
But when we now say arranged marriages in an area where you're actually forcing, it must happen. We're not just suggesting, but we're saying this person is for this person and it's final. And the girl says, oh, they've chosen a husband for me. So that aspect now is quite tough on each
it's tough now,
person.
But they may not say, because it's already a norm, what their practice.
Yes.
What are you going to do? That's where you came from. So you take your faith and keep on. Instead, you want to say, because you are forcing me to marry, I'm not going to marry at all. And they don't also agree with you.
Agree with that.
So that's the thing. Our Muslim people, most of them, that's how they also get married.
I don't know if it's still like that
maybe
now.
Before. So where you're coming from, if that's it now, well, that's where you're coming from. Just pray that God, this is the Son of God, help me. Let this marriage work. And it's going to work. There are many things actually we're seeing nowadays that we don't even want to come and preach outside and tell people. Some of the things we were doing before, but we just have to let go. So it's not really, we're not saying it's the best, but if your background is what happened, there's something we can do. So that we don't knock your head with your parents together. You still need to respect your parents. They are still your parents. And that is the only commandment in the Bible that has promise.
That your days will be long.
Exactly. Because even if you go grow tomorrow and become a parent, sometimes what you do to your parents, your children will do it to you. It's already written there. They don't need to pronounce curse. So you must also be very careful when you're dealing with your parents. No matter how you want to show you're choosing wife for me, choosing husband for me, be careful. Whatever you do, it's already in the Bible. Whatever goes around, comes around. So be careful. That's all I can say. Yes, please.
Okay, and then I think the last question, we're talking about, ensuring your spouse. How do you make your spouse accept your own opinion in the family, in the marriage? And for me, I would say it's a two-way thing. I mean, it has to do with how our minds are. And if you have an opinion, you can't force it on someone. You have to subtly, introduce it and gradually allow your spouse to sink it in, process it without fight, because sometimes the way we, speak to us, can make you be on, the defensive. So that and then it takes time. It could take, for this couple, it could just be a quick thing. For another couple, it will take 5 years. For another couple, so you just have to be patient. Marriage is patience. So if your husband is not accepting a certain opinion from you, as long as it's not life-threatening.
Exactly.
Okay? As long as it's not life-threatening, then you just have to, like, if you're depending on where you're coming from, pray about it the way you know how to pray about it, and then seek counseling. Also involve people that he respects to see how you can talk to my husband. There are a lot of issues that come up in marriage. I mean, let me just mention one. I know a couple a long time ago, and then he said she wants to be intimate with me. I don't want. You can imagine a couple, a husband and wife, and the man is the one saying, I don't want. And the woman doesn't even know who to talk to. It's just to have children and that's it.
No communication. But that's having children. It's not where the marriage ends. You see, you also see some people mindset. Are you getting what I'm saying? You see their mindset now just to have children.
Why is she disturbing me?
Can you imagine?
And the woman went into depression and a lot of things, going on. And
so, zoom in now. So if you want to space 2 years, so if you meet your wife now, and after 2 years,
yes,
something there wrong somewhere.
So there's a lot goes on in homes. So you can't drive down that opinion.
You're catching fun outside and leave the wife there saying that he won't born again. I mean, I don't know. And we're talking of this exposure. They will not, especially men. They don't like to go for this marriage counseling to understand. It's only their wife that is just pushing. That's always at the forefront. But men also need this. They feel they know it all.
So in the area of what you just mentioned now.
Some women too do the same thing to their husband too. They also lock up.
Yes.
Lock up now, wear 7 trousers all the time. So it's not right.
I also want to suggest that, before people, a lot of times you see where women, sisters, are giving a lot of counseling on how to be a good wife, a good mother, before they even get married. But most of the time, the boy child is overlooked. And so the boy child is usually taught about business, the male thing, right?
Even to cook,
nobody teaches him how to be a husband. Nobody teaches him how to be a good father. And then he just enters the job and starts learning on the job. And then he picks what where he's coming from, what his father did. So it's
like the marriage seminar is always for ladies.
For ladies.
The men don't come for marriage seminar.
We should focus on the boy child today so that they can have trainings and information. It's not business as usual. The world has changed.
Honestly.
So we must be able to focus on them to be able to to have a better marriage, because it takes two to tango.
I think our religious leaders should look into that, really.
Yes.
When you're organizing seminar, let it not be only for males. Okay, if you want to do for males alone, okay, do for females. So then at some point, bring them together.
Yes.
Young ones, both the male and
Yes.
female, so that they ask questions where they're there. They're able to know
Yes.
what to. I think you make a very salient point.
Even
we really
I-
have to look at that.
I've been invited to a male fellowship
Okay, that's good. That's good.
to speak. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? But by the time I finished, I was talking about the man knowing himself, his purpose in life.
Exactly.
Because until you know yourself, you know where you're going, before you can now even get a partner
Exactly.
that can agree with your vision. Most of the time, people come together with
No vision,
their
nothing, just a
vision,
blank.
at conflict.
Yes.
This is where I want to go. This is where he wants to go. We love each other. We come together. Now I'm going there. He's saying, come back. He's going there. I say, no, I don't agree with you. So we start having conflicts. If you marry somebody that will fit into your own purpose, because you,
Yes,
the
you
man,
work together.
you are supposed to be the one that has the understanding,
And to take
because
the
you are
lead.
the leader.
Yeah.
You're
Leader of
going
the home.
somewhere. Take a woman that agrees with
Step
your
up with you,
vision.
exactly.
Don't take a woman that will disagree and then you say she's not being submissive. Do you get?
Thank you so much. When we come back after this break, we'll conclude. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Welcome back. Your parting words.
Parting words. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Marriage is an institution from our Father, from God our Father. And so it is good. It is wonderful. It is not the world's view, what the world is saying about marriage. The world is trying to change the narrative, but we hold on to the narrative of our Father. We are using the word view. And what is the word view? When two people come together, they procreate, they multiply, they bring light into the world. We are the light of the world and the salt of the earth. So let us hold on to the word view, not the world view. Thank you.
She said, hold on to the world view, not the world view. So important, because most people are listening to the world view. Like we noted here, that's not what happens to family A will happen to family B. There are differences. So don't use that to give example and generalize it, because most times we generalize issues. We're not being specific. For the fact that this marriage failed does not mean this one will fail. So but we are teaching you how you can sustain your marriage and cope with those indifferences by what we have just enumerated. So please, those of you listening to us, the young ones who just into marriage, but even the old one that feel, oh, we are inside it, but no, you can still make some adjustments.
Yes.
So that the few more years you have to enjoy with your spouse will be really enjoyable. So please, so of you have listened to us, look at it again holistically. Are you really doing the right thing so that you are to make your marriage work? It's both sides. Both sides. That's both the man and the woman that must make the marriage work. When one person is trying and the other one is knocking off, it's not going to work. So you have that mindset that I want to make my marriage work. As a man, the woman says, I want to make my marriage work. And it will work. All these small indifferences can always be settled and be sorted out. That's my advice for you, that with this, God will heal your home in case you're already having problems. Having said this, I want to thank you, Natasha, again for your contribution so far for this program. And of course, the audience here and viewers at home, production crew, thank you. And of course, our sponsors as well. We want to thank all of you. I invite artist Sketch Sidebot to sign up this program. Join us next week. I am Achilles. Goodbye. Vivid View.
Say and do it.